You know, one thing about Trump being gone, you have to visualize with me here. With Trump being gone, you know, there's no more obfuscation. There's no more deferment. There's very little distractions. I guess there's always going to be distractions. But they're going to be drastically reduced. So, it makes me think, like, how are the Democrats going to gaslight us? Because they're going to. Us progressives in the working class, how are they going to do this without all of these Trump distractions? Okay? The dumpster fire that is the Trump administration. Crisis after crisis after crisis, day after day after day, year after year. You know, people who are suffering, they just can't penetrate through that. It's Trump all the time. He demands all the attention. Well, once again, let's look in the future. In a Trump-free America, at least when it comes to the levers of power, how are the Democrats going to deflect? It's easy to gaslight and deflect when you have the distraction that is the dumpster fire, who is Trump. Okay, you can get away with it because it just gets lost in the newsfeed. Now, with, still waters approaching with a Biden administration, I don't think they can do it. They can't do it effectively when things calm down and people can actually pay attention without the Trump distraction. They're not going to be able to gaslight us. They're not going to be able to throw us to the wayside like they've been doing. 35% of Americans can't even pay their rent right now. Okay? Food banks are being swamped. Can't compete with that. That noise. The working class is suffering like we haven't seen in a long time. And they were suffering before the pandemic. Okay? Neoliberalism has stripped wages, killed unions, and just brought austerity upon the working class. So before COVID, the working class was doing rather awful. Now it's just maxed out. Like I said, 35% of Americans can't pay rent. Food banks are swamped. It's an eviction crisis. I mean, it's just people can't pay their bills. It's ridiculously awful. Okay? So, once again, when the Trump drama is done and these problems are really on full display without interruptions, I'll ask it again. How are the Democrats going to gaslight us then? How would it be reasonable? Like, you can't. With Trump out of the picture, these problems are going to be plain as day for everybody to see. You won't be able to gaslight. You won't be able to obfuscate. You won't be able to successfully deflect with a pandemic, a crippled economy, 4 years of Trump's destruction on every institution we have. Okay, we're all gonna see the damage pretty clearly. So this is one reason why I'm excited about a Biden administration, because as a progressive, we can finally make our case now more than ever. Okay, the distractions will be gone, and our voices will be heard. The people's voice who are suffering right now will be heard. We've added Justice Democrats, Cory Bush and Jamal Bowman especially, two very strong progressive voices that's going to add to the squad and their political equity. for policies like Medicare for All, Green New Deal, universal basic income, and just working class policies. So I'm so excited, and I want you to be excited, okay? Because I know Biden, yeah, okay, milquetoast centrist neoliberal. I get it. But understand, during that time, we're going to have adequate amounts of space and time to effectively get our message across. We will be the loudest voices then. It won't be Trump. It won't be a sycophants. It will be the progressive rallying cry. And we need to plan for that, get ready for it, and get ready to be a part of it. Okay? So don't despair, even though it's a very despairing time right now. Easier said than done, I get it. But still, our equity as working class people, is about to go way up with a Biden administration who likely will plan on ignoring us, who will likely plan on gaslighting us. But once again, this time, they're not going to be able to get away with it because we will be the loudest voices in the zeitgeist, and they're going to have to deal with us. Okay? So, I know you're down and out, but it's going to get better. You got to listen to me. You got to listen to your Uncle Dave.